Ashley Sinclair is the alleged baby mama of Elon Musk's 13th child. While he doesn't seem to be denying this child, he does seem to not have much of involvement at this point. Recently, Ashley has now sued for full parental custody. Allegedly, Elon Musk is paying for her place of residence. He did speak with her via text message after she gave birth, and the baby's name has been redacted to R. Allegedly, he has met this baby on 3 occasions and has offered to knock her up again. So this is quite a kerfuffle. Let's take a look at what Ashley's perspective is on this and possibly what she had expected. We do see Siobhan is looking more and more like the baby mama that's coming to the fore. She's dressed very conservatively. She was at the White House with the children when Elon Musk was there with Donald Trump, and that got a lot of press. So I think Siobhan, who's very pretty and seems very nice. They all seem very nice. I like Grimes too. So it does seem like maybe Ashley thought that she was going to be the new baby mama. Unfortunately, if you have a prolific baby daddy, you're probably not going to be number one. So let's take a look at the cards and see if we can give her a little bit of guidance and see if we can kind of get her to that yellow brick road tarot that we always talk about. Before we do that, please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. I am having an amazing weekend. We have a competition today on Saturday, and on Sunday, we are going to be at a St. Patrick's Day parade in Belmar, New Jersey. It is an annual St. Patrick's Day parade. It is an opportunity for us to have a great time and eat some amazing food over at my aunt's house. My aunt's Italian, but she still cooks up a hell of a Irish feast. So let's bring up that card view. I hope you guys are having a great day and enjoying the luck of the Irish. So let's pull up that card view. Hit the like button, guys. What was Ashley thinking hooking up with Elon Musk? What was she thinking? This was a new future for her. Oh, and would be absolutely disruptive. So, all right. So we got the 10 of Cups here, and we've got the Knight of Swords. It was a calculated decision that she was making. I don't know if she wanted to get pregnant, though, when she got together with him. I think she does have a child in common with someone else. She has a prior relationship where she has a child. So I do think that she very much liked him. Who could, Elon Musk, he seems like a very interesting guy to be around. One of the things that Gregopedia and I like, we like to have people around us that have interesting ideas, not just sitting around and gossiping, despite what my channel is all about. But we like to talk about possibilities and things that happen. So, things that could happen, ideas that could happen in the future. And this, I think, was something that she was looking forward to. I think having an involvement with him scratched an intellectual itch for her. Now, I do think that Grimes is incredibly intelligent. I believe that Siobhan is also very intelligent, and probably his first wife, who he had a number of children with, is also very intelligent. You can't hang around with Elon Musk for any amount of time and not be a smart cookie. So I think that this did scratch some intellectual need for her. But I think that the communication and the expression of what she expected from the relationship was not there. I think she was kind of being the cool girl, like, I'm not going to ask for too much. I'm just going to kind of coast with this and just see what happens, see how it turns out. And in the end, here she is turning out with a child in common out of wedlock without any kind of promise. Link Lauren had a lot to say about this. If you're going to have a child out of wedlock, I had 2 out of wedlock, so ask the tried and tested here. If you're going to have a child out of wedlock, you don't have a lot of guarantees. There is a lot of gray area in terms of expense, in terms of what's going on. When you do your consent agreement, it is typically not laid out every single day of every single year. for the rest of that child's life. You are dealing with the immediate. So I think she did very much like him. I think she wasn't expressing that she wanted to have more of a relationship than was actually going to be available to her. And I think we wound up with a child, possibly with a poor decision there. Mistakes happen. We totally know that. So, what is this business? Well, let's look at what is the business of going after him for a paternity test and sole custody? What is that business? And immediately I am getting Grimes here. I know there's some issues with the custody of Grimes and Elon Musk's children. She had some issue with him having their one child in the Oval Office and on camera, even though he was delightful and adorable. So what is the business of this case? She's looking for money, guys. This is looking for security. That's unfortunate. There's more money. She wants the same as the others. And that, I think, she is basing a lot of her case on, well, these women are kept in a certain fashion. I should be kept in a certain fashion as well. So that is an interesting take. When we see pentacles like this is about money. And the Five of Swords is about, I'm not going to back down off this. We are going to fight for it. And there is inequity in her mind in this Temperance card in reverse. So, I went into the relationship. This is her suitcase position. I went into the relationship excited. I liked him. It was a relationship. It was an actual relationship, those kinds of things. And now I need to be secured better with some legal bearing behind it, because otherwise I could potentially be out in the cold, and this poor child will be alms for the poor out on the street like David Copperfield. So Pip from Great Expectations. So what is the likely outcome of this situation? What is the likely outcome of this situation? And I'm not impugning Ashley Sinclair. I do think that this is something that she probably has an experience with the previous child she has in common with a former relationship. She's probably trying to avoid the pitfalls of that. So what is the likely outcome of this situation? The Hangman. Oh, the Six of Cups in reverse. The Magician. The Tower. I think that they are going to put some pressure on her as an influencer and minor celebrity herself, that this is something that she needs to rise to the occasion of. I don't think that the court is going to be as generous with her as she would like them to be. I think we are going to see a response. Well, it's a 50-50 kind of situation. So I think in terms of obtaining sole custody, sole legal responsibility for this child, I think she's trying to put a dollar amount on that. And I think that the judge is going to see through that and going to tell her, well, you've been down this road before. What makes you think that this child has a bigger price tag than the one that you had before? You did just fine with X amount of dollars on the last one. You did just fine raising this child on your own. Why should you be put into a different position? Elon Musk's bank account is not an insurance policy against your own folly from previous relationships, and I do think that that's kind of what we're seeing here. Does she get to secure some funds? Yes, absolutely. I mean, there's going to be some payout to her. By some accounts, he is paying 5 figures for a living place for her, for an apartment or a condo or whatever the hell she's in. So, I do think that the prior relationship is going to cause some issues for her. So, is she doing this to try and get back with him? Is she trying to inspire a better relationship with him? No. Well, she's going about it all the wrong way. So she is making some very, very foolish moves here that are going to come up and smack her right in the face. So here's an interesting question. Is she jealous of Siobhan Zillis? I believe her name is Siobhan Zillis. Is she jealous of her? She's incredibly pretty. Has these big, beautiful blue eyes. Is she jealous? She wants what Siobhan is getting. That's the comparison. She says, I want what Siobhan is getting. I want the same circumstance. But I don't think that it is the same kind of circumstance. I think Siobhan is willing to be one of many, and I think she is willing to bide her time with this Elon Musk. I think she's willing to bide her time, and I think there's a level of gratitude from Siobhan that I'm getting psychically that we don't see out of Ashley. Ashley is not grateful for the children or the child that she has and the finances that have been extended to her. So what does she need to do to correct course? What should she do for optimal outcome? What should she do? She's got to let this go. She's got to let it go. She's got to let go. What parts of it? The relationship and the communication. She kind of blew it with him. Making such a bold public statement really blew it. How is Elon feeling about her behavior right now? He's happy at home. He is going to tuck her away into an apartment. I think she is going to continue to be a thorn in his side, though. I think she's always going to be asking for more, presenting that there is more need, and trying to become a focus, whether positive or negative, in his life. I think she's trying to draw the attention back to her. It's really unfortunate. Is there going to be more baby mamas? More baby... well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before we do that, is Elon going to fight for custody? Is he going to fight for custody? In her filing, she wrote, I am the only parent to make decisions for the child. I schedule him and take him to all his medical appointments. I'm the only parent who cares for him on a daily basis. I feed and bathe him and ensure that all his physical and emotional needs are met. So Sinclair claimed that Musk was not present for the birth, even though he was allegedly given the opportunity, and has not expressed interest in having custody. Is that true? Does Elon want custody of this child? Does he want this child to be part of his tribe? Absolutely. Absolutely. So I do think that there's going to be an interesting turn of events. I think this throwdown that Ashley Sinclair has done, I think, is going to blow up in her face to a certain extent, because I think now he's going to say, well, I do want to be a part of my child's life, and I do want this child to be part of the tribe. I could think of nothing more fun than to be one of these this myriad of children that Elon Musk has, because I think he wants all of them to share in an existence together. He certainly has the means, and he certainly is offering them opportunities that are uncommon. How many children are given the opportunity to stand in the Oval Office with a radical revolutionary president of the United States and be part of that process? So I think that he is going to say whether or not she has, sole custody and sole investment in the child now. I think he is going to turn around and ask for time spent. And I think he is going to try and fuse all of these children together. And it looks like Siobhan is that mother goose who's real happy about doing that. So this is going to be an ongoing saga for some time. I don't think that this is going to be resolved until September of next year. And that is me psychically saying that. So I think this is going to be one to watch. I love Elon Musk. I think what he's doing is amazing. I don't think there's any problem with him having all of these children. He can afford them. And he clearly is interested in increasing the population. So let me know what you think down below. I'll see you in the future.